Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. You probably think, what's the idiot doing standing in his kitchen pointing the camera out of the window? Sorry, out of the dirty window. I'm not going outside, it's too cold, simple as that. And I have a Christmas lunch today, which I'll have to go and get ready for in a minute. They say as you get older it doesn't take as long to make yourself look pretty. Yeah, well, they're wrong, aren't they? Let's start now. Anyway, there's a change on the channel. One of the objectives of starting a separate bonsai channel was to separate this type of thing out away from my orchids, and that was reasonably successful. And I've been plugging the, getting the watch hours and the number of subscribers up with the sole intention of monetizing the channel. Well, you may or may not be pleased to hear I got monetized overnight, and that means you've probably seen ads on my channel anyway. That means that YouTube are taking all of the income for those advertisements on my channel. Now that I'm monetized, at least I get some of it. They still take quite a large chunk, but nonetheless it's pennies in the pot, and pennies in the pot means perhaps, a little bit more heading towards the bonsai. That's the idea. Anyway, a few things. I can't give credit for this, even though I should, because I can't remember the channel that I got this information from. But anybody who has a channel who's working towards monetization, once you get the 1,000 plus subscribers and you've got your 4,000 watch hours within 12 months, you qualify. And on the YouTube studio, you'll see that you've qualified on those two boxes. Then there's a third box where you apply for monetization, and it says it can take up to a month. And I sent mine off some time ago, and it sat there and it sat there, and I got some information from another channel that's a trick that may or may not work, but works a lot of the time, and it's just worked for me. And the trick is, on that page, click on feedback, send feedback, and send them a polite message saying that you've qualified for monetization and applied, and could you inquire as to how the process is going, because it seems to be taking quite a long time, and within a couple of days you'll get monetized. And it's just worked for me. But the people who told me that said it doesn't work for everybody. I think it depends on the complexity of your channel. Mine's obviously a simplistic one with pretty pictures of trees and walking around a garden. There's nothing offensive going on. Anyway, that's that. The change to the channel is, obviously there were adverts there before, and there probably will be more now. But just to make you aware the way that YouTube works, if an advert is less than 30 seconds, you have to watch all of it for the channel owner to get paid, basically. So if you skip out, then the person doesn't get paid. If the advert is longer than 30 seconds, then you have to watch at least 30 seconds of it, then you can skip out and the channel still gets paid. So there are some sort of rules. If you skip out of an advert immediately, then the person whose channel it is doesn't get any money, YouTube get it all. Obviously the point of the adverts is for people to watch them and use them, but that's your own personal choice. I've got no problem with people who don't want to watch ads. If you are a premium YouTube user, in other words you've paid to never see an advert on YouTube again, like what I have, then remember that when you do watch a channel that's monetized, some money goes to that channel. There's some sort of algorithm that apportions it. So you've paid a premium to YouTube so that you don't have to watch adverts, but the channels that you watch still get some money if they're monetized. So that's the way it all hangs together. My bonsai channel is not going to get many videos between now and spring because there's not much going on. There will be a bit of wiring to do while trees are dormant, or in the case of the conifers, semi-dormant, shall we say. In this weather I would suggest completely dormant. Anyway, but you know, come the new year we've got a lot of repotting to do. We've got a lot of bonsai to get into pots for the first time, into proper bonsai pots, and you know, we'll have constant maintenance throughout the year. But winter time in the UK for bonsai, there really isn't much going on. So anyway, I'm very pleased that I got monetized that quickly, and you know, as I said, pennies in the pot. So, and it is pennies. I'm not going to buy a yacht and retire to South America. That ain't going to happen. See you next time. Thanks for dropping by.